Good morning friends, welcome to the point. In this video we will discuss about the various aspects related to Monetary Policy Committee. So let us get started with what Monetary Policy Committee is. So the Monetary Policy Committee or MPC is a committee constituted by Reserve Bank of India and led by the Governor of RBI. So this committee is headed by the Governor of RBI, which right now is Shaktikant Das. Now this committee is formed with the mission to decide on the key policy rates. And why is this key policy rate important for the economy? Because by manipulating these key policy rates, RBI checks the money supply in the economy, whether they have to increase the money supply, that is expansion of it, or whether they have to contract the money supply. Okay, so here it is mentioned also, on the basis of these rates the money supply is regulated. So MPC is assisted by a monetary policy department of RBI. So there is a department in RBI by the name of Monetary Policy Department, and when the MPC decides on the key policy rate, so much of the help is done by Monetary Policy Department. The committee came in force in 2016, and before that the responsibility to decide about the key policy rates was with RBI. Moving on to the next slide, which says that what are the functions of Monetary Policy Committee. So there are certain functions assigned under RBI Act 1934 to Monetary Policy Committee, which are as follows. First one is to decide the repo rate, this marginal standing facility, decide on the reverse repo rate, and liquidity adjustment facility. So the whole responsibility to decide the key interest rates lies with MPC of country. The next is, what is the composition of this committee? So basically there are 6 members in the committee as mentioned here. 3 of them comes from RBI and 3 of them is nominated by the government as written. See, 3 are from RBI, with the governor being the ex officio chairman, since the RBI governor is also the part of the committee, and by the virtue of being the governor he is also the ex officio chairman of it. Okay, so out of the 4 deputy directors of RBI, so I would like to highlight one point over here. I hope friends that you are acquainted with this fact that there are 4 deputy governors with RBI, and the one which is responsible for making the monetary policy is also the part of the committee. So as I told, there are 3 people coming from RBI, one being the governor itself, the other being the deputy governor being charge of the monetary policy, and the third one is the executive director of bank in charge of the monetary policy. Also, the 3 members that the government nominate are the people from distinguished backgrounds in the field of economics, public policy, law, etc. One thing that has to be noted over here is that the 3 people coming from government side or the nominated by government can't be the government officials. They could be lecturers or say people who are involved in policy making, but not the government officials. Okay, so the members of the MPC will be appointed for the tenure of 4 years and shall not be eligible for reappointment. This point should be noted. Decision will be taken by the majority vote, with each member having 1 vote. Also, the RBI governor will chair the committee, as I told you before. The governor will not have a veto power. Veto means the power to nullify the decisions taken by the committee. So this power is not granted to the governor in this committee, but he has a casting vote in case there is a tie. I hope the composition is very clear, that there are 6 members, 3 coming from RBI, which is the governor itself, the deputy governor, and the executive director for responsible for monetary policy, 3 being nominated by the government. And the point to be noted is that there should be no government official being nominated here. Now this slide talks about the current composition of the Monetary Policy Committee. So Shaktikant Das, as everyone knows, is the current governor of RBI. Michael Patra is the deputy governor, and Mridul Sagar is the executive director concerned with the monetary policy department. So these 3 people are from RBI, and the next 3 which the government nominates, out of this, Ashima Goyal, she's a professor, and Shashank Bhide is a research scholar, and Jayant Verma is professor of accounting with IIM Ahmedabad. So this is how the current composition of Monetary Policy Committee is. And as I told, no government official is allowed to be included in the committee. So this was all about the Monetary Policy Committee. I hope you must have got a brief idea by now as to what Monetary Policy Committee is and what is its composition and functions are. That is all for the today's video. Thank you so much.